Flosstube, we're back. My name is Becca and this is Shadow getting her marshmallow. Welcome to my channel, SamBrie Stitches, here on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and now TikTok. Yeah, I'm making TikToks under SamBrie Stitches as well. Today is Wednesday, January 26th, and this is Flosstube, I think number 106. It's been 3 weeks since I've done my last Flosstube. I was just not feeling well last week. My energy level has been so motivated myself to get one done today. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for coming over and giving my channel a chance, subscribing, leaving comments. I appreciate you. We're going to be celebrating 6,000 subscribers today, so make sure you watch the video all the way through because I have some really good giveaways open to everybody because there's just a bunch of charts. So keep an eye out for that. And welcome back to my returning subscribers. I appreciate y'all so very much. Today might be a noisy video because the rabbit is inside and I don't know if you can hear him rustling around. And both dogs are inside because it's really cold out. So hopefully it's not too crazy. I hope you enjoyed the pictures at the beginning of the video. That is my typical recap of what happened over the time between the last Flosstube update and this Flosstube update. So I'm going to look at my notes. It wasn't really too eventful. I had my booster shot. Me and my girls had our booster shot and we were down and out and miserable for a good 2 to 3 days. It was pretty rough, but worth it. My washer stopped working. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that one of my adventure days with my husband because, excuse me, he gets every other Monday off from work for us to like go on an adventure. Well, it was to the laundromat. And that place is expensive. The washer just decided to stop working and kind of overflowed downstairs. So it's been rough trying to get that cleaned up. But we could not buy a new washer and dryer because we were in the middle of a refinance to pay off a lot of our debt. So we couldn't use our credit cards or anything to get a new washer and dryer. Well, we signed the closing paperwork last night and we should be able to get a new washer and dryer now. So I'm very excited about that. We're also going to get a couple new appliances and a couch for downstairs to replace our old one. So very excited about that. Let's see what else. My oldest daughter, Sam, and I drove to Threadneedle Street, which is in Issaquah, Washington, about an hour and a half away. That is actually my local needle workshop. I just drive the 3+ hours one way down to Acorns just because it's a bigger shop and you know, I'm friends with the owner Janine and the staff is awesome and it's just a huge selection. But if you just want to go wander, you know, and dig through charts, because Threadneedle may be small, but they do have a pretty good chart section and their floss section is absolutely amazing. So we drove there and we met my friend Robin, who is Lady Robbins here in Flosstube, and she was kitting up some projects and we had fun chatting. And then Sam and I hit, where else did we go? Like Hobby Lobby, I think. We had lunch. So it was just a nice girls' day. So we did that. My new sewing table arrived and I have a couple FFOs to show you because I'm finally able to use my sewing machine, even though we have a what I call hate-hate relationship. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you'll have seen that last night. Not a huge fan of my sewing machine, I think simply because I just don't understand it. But tomorrow I'm going to my friend Melissa. She's in my local stitchy group and a very good friend of mine. I'm going to her house and we are going to work on the quilt that I want to make for my husband. I cut out the 5-inch squares. I just haven't done anything else with them. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. So I'm very excited for that. We had our local stitchy meetup. We had to postpone it a week. So last Saturday was our local stitchy meetup and we had a really good turnout. We had a new person come. So it was very nice to meet Miranda. And so that was a blast. I think there was 6 of us total that turned out, which was perfect for seating because we meet at the Barnes & Noble Starbucks inside a local mall here. So yeah, if anybody is local and wants to meet up in person, check out the Kits Out Cross Stitchers Facebook page. I run that and host local in-person stitchy meetups. So they're a lot of fun. I love those ladies. I think this is going on 3 years, but of course, you know, all through 2020, we basically did not meet up at all. So that was unfortunate, but you know. And then finally, Monday, my husband had day off. So last Monday was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So he had that off work. And I think that was the day that we were at the laundromat, I think. But then this past Monday, he was off for his normal day off. And the pictures that you saw, those were actually from my birthday pictures, I think, that I posted on there because I hadn't done a video. So that was a lot of fun. We did like a late birthday celebration and went down to the beach. No. We drove down to the beach on one of his days off. And, oh yeah, it was just after the tsunami. That's what it was. So we did go down on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I don't even remember the days anymore, you guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the pictures. It was pretty amazing to see all of the eagles up close on the beach. Just using my iPhone camera. It was so awesome. There were so many logs up on the beach. It was insane. Then this past Monday, we went on an adventure, but I probably didn't put those pictures in until the next one. But that one, if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you saw the little video montage. We went off-roading in the mountains and found a bunch of snow, and they must have had a huge storm because trees were down and it was crazy and we couldn't go very far. So that was a blast. But it's been a pretty awesome few weeks. So, all right. Well, now that I was all confused about my days and what happened, that seems to be the going thing right now is I just can't keep track of anything. And you would think that I would use the journals that I have. I'm not very good at doing that either. You can see that I started to decorate for Valentine's Day. It took me a while to get all the Christmas down because Christmas was just insane because it was this whole wall of Christmas stuff. So I'm getting there. Hopefully I will be done very soon. You can see some empty gumball machines. I have one there and then I have another one somewhere. I don't know. I have 2. And I'll show you what I'm going to put in those in my haul. So that's why that's empty. All right, let's get on to my fully finished pieces. I have 3. So if you've watched me for any amount of time, you know how much I love fully finishing and how I do a lot of out of the box, you know, kind of finishing, going through Goodwill and finding unique pieces and stuff like that. Well, last night, I don't know if it was because I was tired or what, but I did not enjoy fully finishing. Maybe it was because I was using my sewing machine, but I started to think that I'm really enjoying stitching my larger pieces and having them framed and getting them up on my growing sampler wall. But doesn't mean I'm going to stop because I love doing these displays and I need to add to them. So I just have to push through it. But I don't know. I'm just in a slump for finishing. But like I said, I did use my sewing machine twice, and then I have one other finish. So the first one that I'm going to show you is Cherry Hill Stitchery. This is Deanna. Deanna's a good friend of mine, and she's an amazing designer, and I love her charts. So there's this one. Isn't that adorable? This is on 18 count. I want to say Winter Wonderland, but I'm not 100% sure, by Bestitchme. This may have been the exclusive, either Old Man Winter or Winter Wonderland, but I think it was an exclusive to her box, the Winter Solstice box. but everything is called for. I did change these 3 hearts. Man, I don't know what's wrong with me. I did use the called for colors. They were all supposed to be 1, but I changed it to 3 different. So there's that. I did some rickrack. I used my sewing machine to put this together. And then I used the tag that Kim had custom made for me, which I absolutely love. How I make my pillows is I used to hand sew them, but this time I did the sewing machine and it actually looks pretty even. The corners were terrible, that's why I covered them up. Usually when I hand sew, the corners are perfect, not when I use the sewing machine. But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. But this is my first finish. I love it. Then my next finish, I realized that I had stitched this once before, but this one's actually a gift anyways. So this is from the With Thy Needle and Thread Valentine's Day book. I can't remember what it's called. And then I used some Lady Dots trim that came in the grab bag that I snagged, so I don't know what color it is, but it matches this pink perfectly. And then on the back, there's my tag again that Kim had custom made for me from an Etsy shop. I love these things. They're really big. I think I need to order some smaller ones too because it's big for these little pillows, but I love them and they're just iron on. So there's this one. And that turned out pretty good. Like it looks pretty even using my sewing machine. What I can't understand with the sewing machine is, so I have this tool where you put the needle in the hole. So say I wanted like a 1/2 inch, okay? So you put the needle in the 1/2 inch hole and then there's this little guide that like magnets to the sewing machine so that you run your fabric along there. Well, what I don't understand because of my stitching, and math is hard, or maybe I'm just making it difficult. Hopefully Melissa will explain this to me tomorrow. Is so I want like say a 1/2 inch here, but then how much fabric do I actually, cut so that it guides along that guide, if that makes sense, to make the 1/2 inch. Do I cut a 1/2 inch? Because then that puts it, I think, right up on my stitching. Do I cut 1 inch? And then that makes it a 1/2 inch for when I'm running it along that guide. So that's what she's got to explain to me tomorrow. Somehow I fudged it and it turned out okay. It may not be perfect, but hopefully the person that I gifted to likes it. My last one, I did not know what to do with this because this dude turned out so stinking tiny because I stitch on 18 count. He's adorable, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's just going in my Valentine's tray. So this is by CarolinaCrossStitcher, and he's adorable. He's so teeny tiny because he's on 18 count. And this is just a wooden thing that I got. I don't know, it was 98 cents at like Walmart or something. And I have these plastic oval former scrapbooking things that I just used on sticky board, and I put some batting and then I put them around and I stuck them on there, and then some vanilla Lady Dot chenille. So there's that one. I don't know how much, I mean, I'm gonna stitch a couple of St. Patrick's ones, but I think I am into the, more samplers and bigger pieces phase right now. So I still need to do a couple smalls for my displays, as I don't want to give that up, but I really am not enjoying. And the funny thing is, we got the downstairs, my craft area set up. So I have a finishing area and a sewing area, and I still have to clean it up, and then I will do a tour. I know people were asking about it on Instagram. It is not done yet because I just haven't had time and haven't felt good. But once it is, I'll do a tour. And we did all that, and now I just want to stitch big pieces. Don't tell my husband because I still like it. Okay, let's get on the whips. Y'all, I have a lot of whips for 3 weeks. So bear with me because I'm going to do my whips. I have been blessed with so much stitchy kindness. I have no words, absolutely no words. I'm gonna sneak in my winter display tour because that is just a small little area down by my front door. And then I have some really good giveaways. So let's jump in. The first one is, yesterday was the 25th day. So I did the 25th stitching with B. Lori, and actually Chrissy, finally a farm girl, reminded me. And also I think there's a hashtag Mary 25 stitching as well. So there is this one. I got this off eBay and it came with all the floss. And it was older floss. So because it calls for fancy floss. Aren't these just, let me see if I can wrap this. Aren't these just beautiful colors? And of course my floss bling from Chris Yo, AsTheYooFlies. You can see that on every single project. But so pretty. And then this is actually on 18 count Bee's Knees from Seraphim Fabrics. So last night I got all the red done on his body. I love it. This is so, so pretty. And I started collecting the other ones because they're limited editions, but they've been reprinted. I'm really trying to find the original ones with the floss kitted, the older floss, but because I know how dye lots change. So there's that one. And this is housed in a bag that Brandy at Bestitchme gifted me and Jan Holder made. If you don't follow Jan Holder on Instagram, you really should, because these bags, she makes smaller ones too. I'm not a big fan of like the smaller ones. I like the bigger ones. But look at this. This is amazing. It's got a front pouch and it's huge and it's sparkly and it's so well sewed. Like, she is amazing. And she's got different styles and different sizes. So definitely go follow her on Instagram, because that's where she lists the bags that she has for sale, and you definitely, they're worth every penny. She's also a very good friend of mine, so that would make me very happy if you went and followed her and snagged up one of her bags. The next one is, let me pull this up, just using my iPad today so I don't have to edit. So this is from Deanna at Cherry Hill Stitchery. I love her pattern so much. Malarkey and Shenanigans. You're probably seeing a lot of people stitching this. This is on 18 count Huntress from Bestitchme. Using the called for DMC, which I'll show you. Oops, you have to go back in there. There we go. So using that floss bling, this was actually a gift from Chris. I'm already using it, but I wanted to show it. St. Patrick's, and then that's the called for. And then I'm using my Bigfoot floss drops that my bestie, long distance stitchy bestie, Anna stitched me, and also the bag that she made. She is StitchToolBox on Etsy. I love her to death as well. She makes awesome bags and floss drops and a whole bunch of other stuff. So you should go check out her shop too. This one, if you follow me on other social media platforms, you probably saw my video of this. I played the lamb chops. This is the song that will never end. Because I'm working on the Gather In by Plum Street Samplers, and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, this pattern is stunning. I got this from the Acorns Retreat, but I believe it is released now. So mine is kitted up from the retreat, so they use the big floss drops, but these are the colors. And then this was also gifted to me by Chris. Look at, isn't he? I think this sold out when she listed it. It's absolutely adorable. A little boy riding a turkey. And this I think is done on 18 count vintage country mocha. And all I'm doing is slowly filling in the roof. But look at that variegation. I think that's swamp water by weeks. But it just is never ending. My goal is to have this done by Thanksgiving. We'll see. And this was housed in a bag that was gifted to me also by Jan. This is another type of bag that she does, Jan Holder. So this is a vinyl front, and she uses blingy, sparkly vinyl. And then I think this is pleather or cork. I can't remember which one, but I love it. I love her big bags, but like I said, she does make smaller bags too. So worth every penny. I have to make sure everything gets back in where it belongs so that it doesn't get all messed up. So, okay. I'm proud of this, but I have to say that I'm kind of upset. I'm using Pattern Keeper for this one. And I think it's because I didn't have it updated. It did not count my stitches correctly. So I don't know if it's off or if it's not. Because the first night, I know I did at least 900 stitches. But then in total, between the 3 nights that I worked on it, it's saying I only did just under 1,000, which is not the case. So I don't know if anybody else is having issues with Pattern Keeper. So I don't know my actual stats on this for this time. Hopefully now that it's updated starting tonight, it'll keep track better. So I pulled this out, one, because my husband scolded me when he took me down to the beach for my birthday for the overnight stay. I didn't bring this because we were only staying one night and it was just too much to bring. So he scolded me for that, because the deal is if he takes me away overnight, the elk have to come and I have to work on the elk. I didn't. The other thing is, I asked him, I was like, babe, where are you going to put this? This thing is going to be ginormous and it's going to cost an arm and a leg to frame. I have to start saving up now. Because I'm trying to get this done either by his birthday, which is November 6th, or Christmas. We'll see. I think if I did the math right, it's like 2,500 stitches a week by his birthday. It won't be framed by his birthday, but this is Elk Anthem by First Lady of Cross Stitch. And so I asked him, I said, where are you going to put this? And he goes, on my gravestone. And I said, I started laughing. I was like, what? He's like, by the time you're finished with it, it'll be on my gravestone. I was like, okay. But I get my butt in gear, basically. Hint, hint. So I'm proud of the progress that I have made. Here is the unofficial elk booty. Hashtag elk booty. But I'm really proud of this. I did all that blue and some fill-in on that side. It says I'm near 27%. I'm not sure again how exact that is, because that is over 900 stitches, all that stuff that I did. I don't know. So, but that's where I'm at. This is on 18 count oatmeal. It's a big, huge, ginormous piece that I just bought from Michael's for super cheap. But I'm actually really enjoying stitching on this because, one, I don't know, it gives me joy that my husband actually wants this piece and he keeps giving me crap for not working on it. So I'm gonna focus on it a little bit more, but just two, it's turning out so pretty. It's with one strand. I had started it years ago with 2 strands and I couldn't get the needle through because there's so much, it was just so bulky. So one strand is perfect for this on 18 count. This bag, I don't know who made it. I bought it off of a stash unloading page. But I mean, it's perfect for the elk with the trees. It's not labeled or anything. So yeah, but I made him happy. And hopefully I'll keep track of the stats this time now that Pattern Keeper's updated. Let me know if any of you had any issues with it. I'm not sure. All right. This next one, oops, is a SAL that I'm doing with Stitchin' Big Things with Hallie. She bought the pattern for each of us so that we could stitch it together. And I'm nearing the end. This is Prairie Moon. Thine is the Trick or Treat. It's a PDF off of Prairie Moon's website. Looks are deceiving. This is pretty good size. Yeah. I'm stitching this with Bestitchme Cauldron Silk. And here's another one of Chris's Floss Blings. I love them. And this is on an 18 count unnamed opalescent Ada from Bestitchme. And this is where I am at. I am so close to a finish. So I did that cat motif. Oop, I did this cat motif and some of the fill-in right there. This is what I did. So I just have a little bit more to go. But I love it on this fabric. I love this pattern so much. And I'm happy to be stitching it with Hallie. This is housed in a project bag. I always forget who this is from. It's adorable, but it's not labeled with who made it, and I always forget. But look at those owls. You know me, I love my owls. Can you see it? It's upside down, but he's right here. My owl. So there is, thine is the Trick or Treat, and that's a SAL. It's the Prairie Moon SAL. Anybody can join. I think Hallie's still working on hers. Okay, the next one is a SAL with Chrissy, finally a farm girl. I am so blessed that we have become such good friends. We send each other goodies all the time. I'm wearing one of the goodies right now. She sent me this with a couple of things that she sent. Look at that. I love it. She also sent me another Yeti shirt too that I wear as like a night shirt. I love it. So this is a SAL. It's a year-long SAL. And at first I thought it was going to be overwhelming, but I actually love stitching on it. This is Glendon Place, Gingerbread Grove. You can get this pattern at Carla's website, Cobweb Corner. She is offering a discount code for my subscribers and for Chrissy's subscribers. It is OSNAPSAL, no hashtag, just OSNAPSAL. And that gets you 10% off of her already reduced patterns. So for this one, it's not for the bead kit or anything, just for the chart. And I only bought the chart from her anyways, but so it really seems overwhelming because there's beads and there's Kreinik, but I'm not beading because I'm using an opalescent fabric. But I had Chris make us some custom floss bling, and I sent one to Chrissy, and she has them listed in her Etsy shop now. If you love gingerbread, you should definitely, because look at the back. You should definitely snag one of these because she made custom ones for this gingerbread SAL. And then these are all the colors. I mean, the colors are just awesome. And I'm using floss straps. I made them into floss straps that Chrissy had sent me as part of my Christmas gift. So I turned those in. There's a couple Bigfoot in there because there wasn't enough of these. So there's a Bigfoot back here. So I have both of my close friends, Anna and Chrissy, with me. And then there's the Kreinik that I'm using. This is, oh yeah, I remember I was like, I don't want to unwind it to remember the fabric. 18 count opalescent frost from Bestitchme. And I'm back stitching as I go. So this is as far as I got. I got started on the house, but look at that little reindeer. I made a little Instagram reel about when I first started this. They were so much fun. But the back stitching is worth it. I would just do it as I go. And there is Kreinik in there. And you can see the sparkles. I don't know if you can see the Kreinik. But I'm not using beads only because I'm using opalescent. And then Chrissy messaged me because she found this bag. And now I can't remember who it's by. Oh yeah, no, it's on here. JustCrossingStitches.com. But we have matching gingerbread bags because we plan to stitch gingerbread all year long. So we snagged these, and then it's got a really cute zipper pull. But I'm gonna probably exchange that zipper pull for something that I'm gonna show you later that Chrissy sent, because Chrissy is just awesome and I love her to death. So there is that one. Anybody is welcome to join. Is the OSNAPSell is the hashtag. It's going to be year long, so jump on in anytime. The next one is one of my most favorite stitches that I'm doing. It is the Scarlett House, A Changed World, and I'm hosting this sal with Shannon Bromo. She's the Soda Stitcher here on Flosstube. A Changed World from the Scarlett House. Our hashtag is Be the Change Sal. Love it. This is on 20 count Grogg from Bestitchme. Oops, I'm upside down. And this is where I'm at. So I finished the whole row of houses. Now, if you're new here, you see all these initials along the sides. I had to change up some of the pattern because I was doing the initials before I got to the area. But the initials are stitchy friends or family that I have met in person and become friends with. And I am going to bring this to StitchCon, hopefully put in my last few stitches at StitchCon, which was suggested by a friend so that I could ring the bell. But I'm bringing this so that I could have more stitchy friends put their initials on it. This is a super, super special piece for me. I love its meaning, and it's going to be a piece that is just cherished because it's going to have all of my stitchy friends with their initials. And it's their initials. I'm not putting it in, they are, which is what makes it more special. I'm just using the called for DMC. This is normally how I store my DMC floss away bags. And when I do my craft room area tour, I'll show you how I store them. But this was a gift from Chris, Custom Floss Bling. This is me and my girls. I thought that it would be perfect to have us, and purple's my favorite color, but have us girls for the Be the Change sal. And then this was a bag that was made by my friend Lynn. She's LynnXstitchCreates, and I love it. Girl power. Goes perfectly with the Be the Change. And I love her bags because they're big too. I just like big bags because I use Q-snaps. Oh, that could be a song. I like big bags and I cannot like, no. I can't sing. I'm gonna probably edit that out if I remember. That was embarrassing. Anyways, my next one is another sal that I'm doing with Chrissy, finally a farm girl. This is Alforest Embroidery, and I picked the Christmas birds. She's doing a different version, and they're both very beautiful, but I liked this one. And so what I did is, and I think Chrissy's now doing this too, is I'm putting initials for the cardinals because, you know, if a cardinal comes visits, that's a loved one coming to check on you. So that is why I'm doing it. And this is on 18 count hot cocoa from Bestitchme. This is my favorite. I ordered a half yard of it. This came in the winter solstice box and I need more. It's the perfect sampler color. So this is how far I've gotten. Chrissy's like almost done with hers. But it's beautiful. I'm just doing the DMC So these two up here facing each other are my grandparents on my mom's parents. And then these two were my aunt and uncle that I spent a lot of my childhood at their house. My Aunt Edna and Uncle Leo, and this is Grandma Trudy and Grandpa Bob. Grandpa Bob. His real name is Robert, but we called him Grandpa Bob. So, and I'll be putting my husband's grandparents on there. My mother-in-law is going to get one of the bigger cardinals. So this piece has special meaning to both Chrissy and I. This was it was basically my birthday start. January 4th was my birthday. And I lost my mother-in-law January 3rd several years ago. And Chrissy lost her mom on my birthday, January 4th, a year ago. So this has special meaning for the time that we started it and what it means to us. So it's a beautiful chart. And I just got the PDF off Al Forest Embroidery. These are the DMC floss colors. And I'm using the floss drops that were sent to me by Fat Quarter Shop. I don't need them to match. I don't really do floss drops, and then this one I bought as soon as I saw it from Chris's Etsy shop, because I mean, it's perfect for the cardinal piece or any cardinal piece or winter piece. I love it. I'm addicted to her floss blings, like no joke. So that one, and that's housed in, who made this bag? I think this is a yeah, it is. Lynn from LynnXstitchCreates made this. She messaged me and she's like, I'm listing something I think you'll want. Yeah, patriotic and Christmas. Yes. So, love it. Love it, love it, love it. And she always does awesome because she lines, look at this, when the zipper's closed. She lines things up. She just takes such good care in making the bags. Woo. And my last whip. This was an ambitious goal. I was hoping to have this done by Valentine's Day, but I gave up. Not happening. This was one of the patterns that my daughter bought me for Christmas, and it's beautiful. This is the Valentine Love on a Platter from the seasonal collection. There's different platters. She bought me the Easter one and this one. There's patriotic, there's Halloween, there's a fall, there's like 2 Christmas. Want to stitch them all. The only problem is they're huge and they're blended, and I hate stitching with 2 strands. But this is from Les Petites Croix, and you can get it off of 1-2-3 Stitch. So there's that. And blended threads I just put on a note card. I'm using this Floss Bling from Chris. I don't have a Valentine's one. I need a Valentine's one. Chris, I'm gonna make some. I'll buy it. DMC. And then this, why can't I remember what this is on? Let me peek really quick. This is, At the Pond. So 18 count opalescent At the Pond from Bestitchme. And that is a lot of stitching. A lot of stitching. There's blended threads in there. There's back stitching. I back stitch as I go. A lot of people asked me on Instagram about the Needleminder. I'm pretty sure this was from a Black Needle Society exclusive box. So I'm not sure if they still have it, but it's a box of candy hearts. But I mean, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I think this is gonna stay out year round because up on my mantle when I do my Valentine tour up here, I usually have a small section dedicated to me and my husband. And I think this will just stay up all year long. And then this bag, this is from Lynn from LynnXstitchCreates as well. Yeah, I also have a Christmas one that is Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Look at that. So I definitely need a Valentine floss bling. I'm gonna message Chris on that one. So those are all of my whips. So I got quite a bit accomplished because I also did my smalls as well. Let me pack this back up. It's so hard when with floss like this to go into project bags. It just makes it so bulgy. Okay, so at this point I am going to insert my winter decor tour. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so this is my winter display. The seasonal display is always right by my front door. So we're gonna start down here on my table. So this is the top of the table, and it has from Waxing Moon Designs. That's the winter stack. I had to sneak in the thing from CarolinaCrossStitcher, the snowman scissor holder. I love it. Also, I got my nails done between recording and doing this video. Winter, this is a Waxing Moon Designs pattern. This little winter pillow is a Lizzie Kate, and it's in the dole bowl that my daughter got me a couple of years ago. And that doily is my husband's grandma, who is no longer with us. This was one of hers. There's a little snowman holding some peppermints. And then this pillow is a hands-on design pillow. This one, y'all have seen this finish. That teeny tiny snowman that I stitched right there. That's from Brenda Gervais' book. And the snow globe is from Michael's. And I had to like shove this stuff in here. It was very tricky, but I love how it turned out. And then I attached a sign to it, and that's also from With Thy Needle and Thread. So that's the top of my table. And then if you go down, that's a With Thy Needle and Thread snowman, I believe. And then this is the bottom. That pillow, I can't remember who that pillow is by, honestly, but it's super cute. And this is the Little House Needleworks winter stack. It was finished on a decor piece, but I took it off to make it fit. Little snowman with some more peppermints in it. And then I have a wooden snowman here. So that's the bottom. And then you come over here, and then I have a cardinal display. I found this cardinal hanging piece at Goodwill, but this Noel is a Leela Studios pillow. And I think, or actually, yeah, Leela Studio or Hands On Design, I can't remember. And I think this is also a Leela Studio pillow. I'm really bad at remembering, but this is my cardinal display. Most of the items were found at Goodwill. My husband got me this snowman. He plays music and everything too. This was from Costco. And then up here is a mug from Target, a Rae Dunn ornament. And this snowman pillow is a Rovaris pattern, I believe. And then I found this tiered tray at Goodwill, and I filled it with a bunch of goodies. This little snowman right here, I believe is a Under the Woolen Willow, I think. And some other things that I found at Goodwill. And then this stitched piece, I cannot remember who this is by. This wooden snowman is from Love Jody Creates. And then there's a Rae Dunn Frosty mug. And then you go up here, and that's a Rae Dunn ornament. And then this section on my shelf is some Rae Dunn. That. And then That is a Luminous Fiber Arts. I don't know why it's crooked, but that was a Luminous Fiber Arts. I love, and those bells I found at Goodwill and I just attached it, but it shouldn't be crooked. And then up on top is a Cherry Hill Stitchery piece and some Ray Dunn and a couple snowmen that I found at Goodwill. And then the final little area, just a little snow and a little joy. So that is my winter decor area when you enter my home. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a quick little one. I'm really, really happy with, you know, with how it turned out. I think I have everything out. I don't know if I was still working on that one or not, but I think I have everything out. So, all right. Well, before I jump into haul and stitchy kindness, let's do the giveaways. A lot of the giveaways today, they were donated. When I get to stitchy kindness, I received a box, a priority box, one of those rectangle ones, bulging. Didn't know who it was from. I made a plea on Instagram. I usually don't post my stitchy kindness because I don't want to feel braggy or anything. But I posted that with a picture because the return address on it didn't have a name. It just had 4 letters. The address on it didn't seem correct. We tried to Google it and it didn't come up with that address. There was no city, but there was a state and a zip code, and the zip code pulled up Portland. So there was no note, no nothing, and I was rendered speechless. I have no words. I'll get to the rest of it, but this was part of the box. So I can't even focus now because I'm thinking back to when I opened it and oh my gosh. So giveaway rules. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I do check because we can see that on the computer. So please be a subscriber. Please be 18 so that you can give me your address as well, and I would appreciate it. And don't say free or giveaway or any of the keywords. That'll bring on the trolls. So we want to make sure these go to Stitchers. So now that the rules are out of the way, how I'm going to do this is I'm curious on what social media platforms you use. So do you use TikTok, Instagram, Facebook? Do you follow me on any of those? I would appreciate it if you do. It's just a lot of fun to kind of interact on different social media platforms. So answer that question and be a subscriber, and then I'm just going to have these numbered. So you'll just put the number. Don't spell it out, just put the number because that's how the comment grabber is going to do them. So this first one is, I believe you can't get it anymore. It was a special, what was it? Traditional Stitches 20th anniversary chart, and I actually claimed one and bought it when it was released, but this anonymous person that sent me the box sent the fabric and the floss with it, which I didn't get. So I kept that because that way it's kitted up, and my daughter actually stitches on linen and Eva weave, so that's pretty much what was sent. So that's just going to go to her, but I wanted to give away the chart. So I'm giving away my copy, which is in pristine condition, of What Remains by Blackbird Designs. So this is number 1. And these are open to anybody because they're just charts. I also had this one, and this was sent in that box as well. So this is Strawberry Fields Forever from Blackbird Designs. So that's number 2. Number 3. So number 3 is going to be a little different. This is another limited edition. I don't think you can get anymore. And I also had claimed it, but but without the fabric and floss, which this anonymous person sent with theirs. So I'm keeping the fabric and floss again because I want to stitch it and it's easier to have it kitted up that way. But what I'm going to do is, without the box, it's going to be the Coming to America kit. So there's the needle minder and the little paper. There's the pattern. There's the other bonus pattern that comes with it. And then there's this with the finishing fabric on the inside. So this one is courteous of the anonymous person that sent me that box. So this is number 3. Number 4, I also had. It's so funny because a lot of the stuff they sent I already had, but I'm just paying it forward to all of you because I appreciate you all so much. Is Winter Rose Manor by With Thy Needle and Thread. So that is number 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that correct? Let me just make sure. 1, 2, yeah, 3. So number 4. Coming to America was number 3. This was also in that box. This is the Cricut Collection, Addie's Angel. Very, very pretty. So that's number 5. And then there were quite a few Hands Across the Sea charts, and so I chose one. I'm still going to open this up to everybody, even though it's spiral bound. I'm assuming it's not going to be too expensive to ship it. This is Mary Woodward C1820. It says Beauty is the Light in a Heart. So there's this one. I think this is 6. I lost track. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was 6. And then the last 2 are courtesy of Carla from Cobweb Corner. She sends me 2 charts, and then she sends 2 charts for a giveaway. She is such a kind and generous woman. Her website is awesome. She sells charts at a discounted price. Her customer service is absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy not only to be partnered with her, but we've become friends, and that's what makes me happy. Is she's such a talented person too. If you follow her on Instagram, she posts scissor fobs and jewelry pieces and all different types of things that she's made as well. So you should definitely follow her and go support her her shop as well, her online shop. So the first one, and this is number 7. I also wanted to support my girl Deanna at Cherry Hill Stitchery. She's now offering hard copy charts to shops. And so I had messaged Carla and I was like, are you going to be getting these? Because I want to stitch them. So hopefully I get at least the Valentine one done by Valentine's Day. So this is number 7 for you. And then there's one for me. And then number 8 is also one that I got. So we've got the same things. And I couldn't pass this up since Easter's coming up and spring. Bent Creek Chick on an Egg. Look how cute it is. I stitched the owl on the egg for Halloween, I think. So there's Chick on the Egg. I want the eagle one too. That's coming. So that is number 8. So there are 8 chances for giveaway. Thank you, Carla, so very much for sending me the charts and charts for my subscribers as well. I appreciate you. And thank you if you are the anonymous person that sent me that box. Just wait. You guys, it's going to be just insane. So I'm gonna reach down here and get this box. And I got a thank you card from Deanna. I think she won one of the giveaways, and it's just so adorable. So thank you for the thank you card. I'm so happy you enjoyed what you won. This next one This next one, okay, so this also rendered me speechless because she sent me this box after everything that she has been going through. If you go watch Annie's channel, she's the proper stitcher, she talks about it. And I cannot believe that she, through everything that she's been going through, still sent me a gift. We did an interview together and hit it off, and she's just, I absolutely adore her, and I hope to get to meet her in person someday. But she sent me a card, and she sent me some floss drops. But not only did she send me that, y'all, she sent me, and it's still wrapped up because I didn't want to smash it up, but it's going to go with my Christmas stuff. She sent me a Ray Dot mug, and I don't have this one. Isn't that adorable? So that's going to go with my Christmas stuff. And then she sent me 2 little tomato pincushions. I love that. But then I unrolled these already. She sent me, she made these, I made sure. Look at this. Look at that. She made me an owl scissor fob. Oh my gosh. She made that one. And then she made this one, which has a locket. It's a locket on the end. I mean, my friends are like the most talented, so I could find something to put in that. They're so talented. And then she sent me a pair of beautiful scissors. I love these. I think these are my new favorite scissors. They are so, so beautiful. So, Annie, thank you so, so much. I'm still in shock because you thought of me with everything that your family was going through and is going through. You are just so kind, so, so kind. And I can't wait. I can't wait to use those scissors and the scissor fob. I'm gonna wait and do that part at the end with all of the, I'm gonna reach. All right, the next thing, let's see if I have room, I don't even know, is my friend Melissa surprised me at the meetup. She did not have to, but she got me a birthday gift. This is already open. So you want to hear how sneaky she is? Okay, so we have a group Facebook Messenger chat for just our local Stitchy group. And a while ago, she just randomly asked the question about what everybody's favorite chocolate was. Didn't think anything of it. I answered, you know, dark chocolate is my absolute favorite, white chocolate, no milk chocolate whatsoever. I don't like milk chocolate. And, you know, there's this whole conversation we're all having. Well, fast forward to the meetup, she gets me this, all dark chocolate. She had planned that far ahead to find out what my favorite chocolate was, to get me a box of chocolates, which are already half eaten, by the way. She also saw this and said it had to come home with me. Isn't he adorable? He's definitely going on my Christmas tree next year. Definitely. This I did not have and I've been looking for, and that is going up on my display. I've been dying to do that. She got me a Ray Dun mug. Y'all just know me so well. But the best thing is I don't have to stitch this now. This is a Lola Crow cross stitch. I bought the pattern, I just hadn't stitched it. Look. And this is huge because Melissa, I'm throwing you under the bus. I love you to death. But I went to Melissa's house and saw her craft room and saw this big pile of unfinished, beautiful stitched pieces. Huge stack of unfinished. So for her to fully finish this, it means a lot. And she painted the wooden hoop and finished it with felt on the back. And I love him. And he's just going up on my Bigfoot wall. He's not going with the Christmas stuff. So I'm floored at just I have the most amazing friends. I really, really do. Okay, more stitchy kindness. This arrived the other day and I love it, and I already know the perfect pattern that's going in it. So I received this card. It's from Jody, Trixie Tricycle. Thanks to Laura, I've become friends with Jody and with Susan Stanley. And hopefully we'll be getting together again soon to have another stitchy day together. I love the ladies so much. Jody makes project bags, and she sent me one. And it's purple. Look at this fabric. And this is a unique one. I don't have bags that are like long like this, which will fit I like my rectangle key snaps. And this is a pouch inside. This is where I have her card. And then there's a little fob for the floss right there. This is going to house Moonlight Sampler from the Blue Flower. I also snagged a fairy door Needleminder off of Clay by Kim's Etsy listing. I don't know how that happened, but it's a purple one, and that's going to be the Needleminder for this. And I can't wait. She's already shipped it. I think I snagged it yesterday, and she already shipped it. So I may be starting Moonlight Sampler sooner rather than later. I'm gonna need a floss bling to go with it, so I might message Chris and see what she can do. But thank you so much, Jody. I love this so much. This is just so beautiful. Love it. Okay, the rest of my stitchy kindness from Chrissy, besides the two shirts, is she made us fobs. So look at this. We have matching fobs for our gingerbread year-long Sal. How cool is that? But not only did she make that one, this one is going to be one of my new favorites because she found a Sasquatch charm. And it says Sasquatchin' on the back of it. I love it so much. She actually sent me a picture of it ahead of time. This is like the coolest thing ever. Oh my God, this is the coolest thing ever. Love it. I'm so excited to use these fobs. I'm so excited. The other stitchy kindness that I received is, there it is. So, I actually claimed this because I've been wanting one and I see everybody showing it. And it's just so awesome. So this is from CarolinaCrossStitcher and Pete's Bee Skeps. So if you follow on Instagram, CarolinaCrossStitcher, they post these. And I saw somebody that got like a snowman, just a wooden snowman, and I had asked if they were going to make that into a scissor holder. And they did, and they're selling them, and I claimed this one. And then I got a message saying that they just wanted to send it to me because they appreciated the idea of turning it into a scissor holder. So they sent this to me. I love it so much. I love it. It's so cute. And you know what? My silver scissors from Annie are going to go in this. And this is just going to sit by my couch, because just because it's a snowman doesn't mean he needs to get packed away. I love him. So thank you both so much. I'm looking forward to grabbing other ones and maybe a bowl, because they make the bowls now too, and I love this. So thank you. The craftsmanship on this. Oh, and it's signed on the bottom. How stinking cool is that? And there's different colors, and I mean, it's so well. And I think is this wood turning? Is that what somebody said? Because it's all one piece. Like, I do not understand how that's done, but it's all one piece. And it's just, go follow them and claim yours, because they're amazing. Amazing. Okay, I think the Stitchy Kindness part is done. So for haul, I snagged a bunch of Needleminders off of Gina's Unique Boutique. She sent me this one, the pumpkin, but I snagged 3 gingerbread ones off of her website. And then this is part of the haul from Threadneedle Street. I didn't really get much of anything. I think I got just this Mill Hill kit, and it comes with everything. So I got that from Threadneedle. And then I got another Q snap, because like, I don't really need more Q snaps, but I grabbed one anyways. And then I got some more floss away bags and some floss in here. So that was from Threadneedle. My daughter got a couple of kits. I think they were Shepherd's Bush kits that she snagged. So she likes those things. I think they were Shepherd's Bush. So haul, I snagged a bag from Chris's website. So Chrisio AsTheYooFlies. I could not resist this at all. It's so beautiful and so well made. And so now I have a bag by her, and I had to grab this off of. So watch her Etsy shop, because she makes bags too. I mean, she makes journals and everything. So a couple of the ones that I showed you, a couple of the floss blings that I showed you throughout were also gifts, but she sent me some gifts as well. So this is the card from her. And these are the floss blings. This one is one that she sent, and that's on the back. And it's Let Your Dreams Soar on Butterfly Wings. She sent another one. It says Beautiful Dreams. That's really pretty. And these are really, really well made. And then she sent me an owl one. Actually, this might go for the Moonlight Garden. I might use that. We'll see. I do have quite a few. Or this butterfly one. Actually, this one I think I'll use for Moonlight Garden. That's perfect. So thank you, Chris, for sending me these. Y'all need to go and snag some. She's a one-woman show, so you just have to watch her Etsy shop she opens and closes as needed to take a break and stuff. So I got my floss fix from Fat Quarter Shop. So there's all the colors for Classic Colorworks. And I snagged this off of Jasmine Custom Bags, because I saw, Colleen, Rebel Stitcher, got one, and I needed one. So she embroidered Bigfoot on there. That's the back, and then this is the front. So there's a pouch that she makes, there's trees inside, and I like her bags because they're big and they fit a lot of my stuff in them. So I had to get it because it was Bigfoot. The other haul that I received was from the Felt Pod off of Etsy. You can blame Brenda and Laura for this one. So So I ordered some little hearts. These are what's going to go in my gumball machine. And some bigger hearts. And then a couple of St. Patrick's pieces. So the felt pot on Etsy. So I'm excited to get those in my display. And now for the insane box of goodies. I left a few charts downstairs because I didn't want to and I left a lot of the floss that was sent downstairs as well. I'm not going to show everything, but there were a couple of project bags that were sent, and these are the big ones. And I have one similar to this. I don't know who it's made. I don't know who makes these. But I have one that was gifted to me that was similar to this. So there's this one. And then I'll show the other one after I empty it out. So fabric was sent. This is an opalescent 28 count Lugana. Picture this plus crystal twilight. So that was sent. My daughter will stitch on that. And then I wasn't kidding. This is just some of the pile. And if you follow me on social media, I took a picture of everything, but there's like cottage garden ones, wisdom, this I want to stitch. I don't have, there's my daughter, my older daughter loves this, so I'm keeping this. And it's kitted with the fabric and the floss. This is really pretty with Threadneedle and thread. This is Hannah Ann Wallace, 1850, reproduction with adaptations. I don't really like reproductions. And since it says with adaptations, I may just change the name to mine. Another Hands Across the Sea. This is just one of them. This one's really pretty. I'm thinking of keeping it. Jane Hearth, 1868. And then I gave away my copy, but this is they sent what remains, and then the fabric. And the weird thing is, I don't know if this one. No, this one I don't think. This one wasn't started. Some of the pieces were started. That were sent with the fabric, but this one wasn't. But they sent the silks, so that's why I'm gonna stitch it with the silks, because I didn't get the silks. I can't believe it. And they sent the little floss bling too, and these are the silks. I'm speechless with the amount. And then there were a whole bunch of blackbirds. The summer and the winter, I need to buy spring now because I don't have those. So there's the summer and the winter. Give thanks. I don't have that, and I wanted that. Our lasting friendship. I mean, this I wanted to stitch. Praiseworthy Stitches. Oh Holy Night. I mean, I have a whole Silent Night display. But look, it's kitted. I can't. Come to the Garden, Teresa Kovic. And then all 12, which I'm not going to go through, but all 12 of the anniversaries of the heart. All 12. All 12. And like I said, there's more downstairs. And this is the other project bag that was sent. I mean, these past 3 weeks, the amount of stitching kindness, I'm going to cry. The amount of stitching kindness that was sent means a lot. Sorry, I didn't think I'd get emotional. Whew. I appreciate you all so very much. I really, really do. I started doing these videos to get out of a dark place. I was feeling used and hurt and not having any really good close friends. And thanks to the local stitching meetups and doing these videos, and and people reaching out, I feel like I'm loved and that I have friends and that I have you as my Stitchy family. Words can't convey the amount of love and appreciation that I feel for all of you. So, from even thank you cards, Sheila, thank you, Sheila and Gina, thank you so much for buying me a coffee. That means the world to me. They're both good friends of mine and they don't have to do that, but they did. I just, you know, thank you. I'm gonna stop blubbering now. That is the end of my video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to get back on a regular every 2 weeks schedule. I'm doing the interview with the Flosstubers once a month. So Teresa Kogut just went up. That was an absolute blast. And I think it'll be like the third Sunday, I think is how I'm gonna do it. To make it easier and give me a couple of weeks at the beginning of the month to get somebody set up and scheduled and recorded and then edited if need be. So I'm going to continue doing those as well. So, yeah, thank you so very much for watching, for being a subscriber. If you're not and you made it all the way through, I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of Flosstubers talk about this, and I actually was just watching Audrey Stitch It Witch 42. I'm halfway through her video, or no, towards the end of her video now. But she had started talking about questioning whether she should continue doing the videos because, you know, subscriber count for her has kind of stagnated and it goes up a couple and then drops a few. And that's kind of how it is for me too. You know, it goes stagnant for a while and then I'll get a couple subscribers and lose a couple. But Audrey, if you're watching this, I didn't leave a comment, but I hope you continue doing the Flosstube videos because the subscribers that you do have, we all love you. And we subscribe to you because we want to see your videos. And I really hope that you continue making them because you're one of my favorites to watch. I just love how genuine you are and just how laid back and relaxed you are. And I just adore you as a close friend as well. So I hope that you continue. And I hope those of you that are watching me also subscribe. And please go over to Audrey's channel, Stitchy Witch 42, and subscribe to her as well. She's pretty awesome. She really is. So. All right, until I see you all again for my next video, I hope that you stay safe and healthy and do lots and lots of stitching. Happy stitching, everybody.